I got you supplied. I gotta eat, they depend on me. Oh, said I gotta supply. Some things that I sure regret. Gotta get that paycheck. I got you supplied. I don't care, motherfuck your enemies. I got you supplied. I gotta supply.
I got a lot of people count on me now. 3 daughters, Rachel, Tinker, Bell, and that. Got 5 sons that I'm trying to show the right path. Respect a woman like your mama, son, that's how you land. I gotta run my bag up, I got a heavy plate. 5 hustles trying to make sure that my family's straight. Now a lot been going on that I don't speak about. I did dirt so deep it's hard to talk about. My heart goes out to every single mother in the world. I know it's hard, keep pushing, God got you, girl. From news to you, I swear to God, you gon' make it good. I'm still seeing pain in my eyes from 92. Real talk, I did a lot, so I know a lot. From dogging women to stressing my old lady out. It ain't nothing that I'm bragging about, just speaking facts. Sometimes I question God and ask him, can he take me back?
I gotta eat, they depend on me. Oh, said I gotta supply. Some things that I sure regret. Gotta get that paycheck. I got you supplied. I don't care, motherfuck your enemies. I got you supplied. I gotta supply. Standing over mama, she and I see you. She said, son, I'm tired. The doctor talking all that shit. Said without insurance, I can't keep her alive. Mama said, son, if I will be a burden, let me go. And the tears start falling from my eyes. And I said, mama, mama, no, no. Cause I watch my mama working 3 damn jobs, crawling like a slave. And I refuse to see you broken hearted while I'm digging your grave. Hell no! Oh, mama, if I got to load that AR-15, I'ma shoot you. Don't ask why, mama, don't ask why. Cause I got a supply. Yes, I do, I gotta eat, they depend on me. Oh, said I gotta supply. Some things that I sure regret. Gotta get that paycheck. I got you supplied. I don't care, motherfuck your enemies. I got you supplied. I gotta
I used to watch grandma work for $3.50 an hour, pulling 80 plus a week just to keep food and power. I do anything for her, she my heart and my soul. I guess them prayers work, granted, cause I done slowed my road. Then Uncle Charles came through, pitched me that rock and I ran. I guess Bird was right, gee, this gotta be God's plan. All this dirt that I did, I had to do something right. I went from jacking on the block to touring, living that life. That's a blessing. Mama, no more stress. Remember water getting cut off. You saying, son, God tested. Daddy bled the block. I guess I came back as calm. In and out of court, pleading not guilty, your honor. All this pain that I caused you from those shootouts and flight. I finally growed old from it, cause I'm trying to live right. It was a hard life coming up, but mama, we good. Being near household name, mama, we good.
I gotta eat, they depend on me. Said I gotta supply. Some things that I sure regret. Gotta get that paycheck. Got you supplied. I don't care, motherfuck your enemies. I got you supplied. I gotta supply. I got you supplied. Whoa, said I gotta supply.
I got areas of my
What's going on, y'all? This your boy Dialing Yale, Yale Entertainment, Yale Radiocast, the Male Review Podcast is in the building here at FMO, for men only grooming salon. Shout out to the ladies in the building. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a lot going on, man. We are outside. Not only is it Father's Day weekend, but we are also celebrating Juneteenth, and it's Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So we got a lot to talk about here tonight. But today, right here in FMO, we got the mayor of South Fulton in the building, Mayor Khalid. I call him the people's mayor. Get the business. Also, we got the next mayor of Sandy Springs. We got Mr. Dante Carter in the building with us as well. We got a lot to talk about, but you only gonna get it here. Mail Review Podcast, baby. Yale Entertainment. You know what the motto is. Get the business. Let's go.
This is grown man business. The kind of swag I'm here to witness. I pull up in a Bentley so quick. I'm dropping them bags, popping them tags. You know how we blast that cash. The grown man biz, the grown man. I said the grown man. I said the grown man. This is how a grown man does business. The flow is tight, show you right. I'm the one you can say I'm the prototype.
Khalid, take care of the dogs.
Yes, I'm taking care of him.
The dogs are the man with the dogs.
Let me show you just how I do it though. I'm gonna rub the sugar scrub in. Rub that sugar scrub in. Exfoliate that top layer of dead skin. Plus it feels good.
It does feel good.
That part.
So, Mr. Mayor, on there's a Campbellton and Fulton Industrial. That I was we was looking at a spot over there in that little shopping center for a space for FMO. But every time I go over there, they tell me everything's sold up.
And it's already a salon there. So we passed this like uses ordinance.
Yeah, I remember.
Where you can't have, multiple salons, multiple barbershops, multiple tire shops.
In one space.
In one space. Because, we got...
And chicken wings.
Right, and chicken wings.
So the thing is, for our next shop, what we want to do is put like a speakeasy. So it's
for
like,
members.
It'll be like this, but it'll be a hidden door where you have a speakeasy in the back for cigars. They smoke cigars in there.
And for mocktails.
But it's like I said, this will be just for men only, but women will be able to go in the speakeasy if they, are escorted.
Yeah, if they're
they got a membership or something like that.
Nice.
So
It's for men, but not only.
it's for men, but at least the
But we don't discriminate.
Yeah, the speakeasy part, we definitely want to invite women because we want to have something where we can do like some shows and stuff like that.
I got you.
So
Women bring the crowd, bro.
Yeah.
oh yeah, and they bring the money.
And they bring the money.
Yeah, the men come with the women. They spend double what they intended.
Let's talk about that, man.
Let's not.
Hold on. Let's talk about that.
Ain't it good to be married, bro?
Hey,
Let's talk
like
about that.
tomorrow, I don't know what's happening tomorrow for me, but I know my credit card gonna find out.
So listen, right?
You gonna get a tie. You got.
So Callie asked me, what are you doing for Father's Day? Whatever, I don't know what I'm doing for Father's Day. It's like whatever, like we roll out the red carpet for women on Mother's Day, right? You know what I'm saying? Like they get cars.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They get cars on Mother's Day. They might get a house, get a ring, they get everything. I was asked one year, what am I cooking on Father's Day? What you putting on the grill?
I'm not gonna lie, my pops is cooking tomorrow.
I told y'all, y'all better stop.
I'm part of the problem.
Don't worry about it. We used to it. Hell, we forgot it was It's Father's Day weekend. We didn't even remember.
But then they get mad when we trip, though. That's the part that be,
But we don't. But how often do we really
But here's
trip?
the thing, though. Here's the thing. June is what? It's also Black Men's Mental Health.
And it's men's mental health awareness.
Is it men's or black men's?
Men's.
Oh,
They ain't doing nothing exclusively for
they ain't
black men.
doing all this trauma we carry.
That's why we got y'all, okay?
Dante trying to stop.
All this trauma we carry.
listen.
You know what I'm
We
saying?
got mid. We got so they put it in June, which was perfect because Father's Day happens in June.
Yeah.
So men's mental health awareness. But you know we gotta have some pride about it.
Yeah. But you know why I do Juneteenth on Father's Day, right?
Why?
Because who fought the Civil War?
Right.
It was who?
It was all the men.
But which type of men? We came right off the plantation.
Yep. And when it fought in the Civil War.
My whole question is, how come nobody talk about that? We talk about all these dudes in the American Revolutionary War and what they did. We not gonna talk about what we did.
No.
That's why
The union
is also mental health awareness month.
That's why we got mental health.
We still recovering.
See how?
We still unpacking it all.
Yes.
Still uncovering.
We still
recovering. But listen, man, that's all I be saying. I be looking at this stuff and be like, man, y'all wilding over here. 4th of July come, man, we talking about everybody.
That's fast. We got one movie. We got Glory.
Well, no, they gave us Emancipation too, though. Emancipation was pretty good. Yeah, Will Smith.
Yeah, but you know why you ain't hear about it.
Yeah, they was mad.
Oh,
that
they
was
came out around the slap.
Right after the slap.
But it was good though, man, because it showed.
I didn't even see it though.
It gave us context
And
though.
the Bad Boys, he slaps him. That shit is funny as
So
hell.
you know the picture that you've seen it before. It's a picture of a former enslaved man who's sitting there with his back turned. He got all the whips on his back.
That's on my Juneteenth. You know,
well, that's the dude that Will Smith played in that movie.
But that's what was so powerful about it, because the reason why he ran away from the plantation, joined the Union soldiers, went to fight. He was the one that freed his own family on the plantation he was on. That's what I'm saying. We're not gonna talk about this on Father's Day. Oh yeah, y'all gonna give us some respect now.
Well, you teaching me already. So where can I see Emancipation? I mean, I got a fire stick.
I think it's on.
You can see it.
I think it's on Apple. Apple. What is
it's
it?
on it's Apple TV.
Yeah,
Apple TV.
I want to give him his money for that. I got to.
And it's on Tubi too. You know, Tubi.
Oh, of course it's
Tubi
on
Tubi on the
with
come up, dog. Tubi on the come up.
With commercials.
Hey man, hey.
If I can get rid of the commercials,
Yeah. Hey, listen, y'all need to hit Tubi up telling y'all need some sponsorship, man.
Look here.
I mean, black folks driving daggone viewership on Tubi, man.
Listen, in between that and giving our own commentary about how bad the
man,
that should be a show in and of itself.
Could be. You remember Mystery Science Theater?
Yes, MST3K. Yes, sir. I grew up off that. Yes, sir. Yeah, they do. That would be cold. That would be cold.
You and Dallas should do that.
You know what? It reminded me of that little skit they did in Hollywood Shuffle with the two brothers that was sitting there talking about the movie.
Yeah. Y'all should do it, bro. Like, y'all could probably get on Tubi for that.
I think we could.
I think so.
I think we could. Just give me a couple
And like I
shots of
said,
whiskey.
this could be your foundation.
This could be our foundation.
Ain't nobody gonna break in over here.
You right. That sounds good. Yeah, we can do it.
It's pull-up season.
Who's going next? First, then you want. Shit, you go, bro. Since your last first pedicure was last year, you ain't been back yet.
Hey, I drive by here all the time.
Man, you ain't
say that.
Don't say that.
Don't say that. But I be so on the go. Something to talk about. Be so on the go.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Mental health be in question.
Now that's my.
I'm an operations manager over the airport. Like they don't even
come up here.
What you say? You don't pass exit 7.
That's all right. You get Dante to be the man, then you welcome.
Every once in a while,
We'll make it comfortable for you to come
We're
up
gonna make it comfortable. You make Dante the man, you comfortable now.
Y'all know I'm about to get in trouble, right?
You got all day.
You got the first black man that ran for mayor up here. In here with a mayor from the South Side.
That's business.
That's business.
That's business.
That's
to me.
politics.
Black Lives Matter activist mayor.
That's right.
You can't.
Oh man, that's what they call me too. He hate the police. He all about back the blue. And we about backing justice, man.
Yeah.
They wrong, lock them up, man. And y'all know what's crazy is the event. They went so ham. They was messing with our corporate sponsorships and stuff. They went so ham on this stuff. But when I say black folks showed up, man, I mean black dentists, black doctors, black lawyers.
And that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
That's what it's about.
I said, man.
You know what I realized, and this is real talk. I used to be so upset when I would get these roadblocks. And I'm not gonna lie, I still get upset about it. But what I realize is every time they do that, they're giving me an opportunity to innovate all over.
Yep.
So it's like they gave you all these roadblocks for corporate sponsors, and it made you not call out, but call in black people to say, you all need to support our event.
But what's crazy is that's what it was about the first time. But we started fundraising because a lot of people don't know, but Sandy Springs, that north end got a higher homeless student population in the city of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Because with all the gentrification in Sandy Springs, that's why I've been telling you. We going, a bunch of us went south, a bunch of us went east, a bunch of us went west. Now we coming north. So, but the money don't run through our community, so we bringing the same issues with us. And so you got to build a community to make sure these kids are protected. Because the mayor over here, they building a $60 million police training facility. It's like, but I thought
we already got Cop City.
That's my whole point.
Everybody need
That's my whole point. And I said you can't ignore these kids for 18 years and then talk about lock them up.
$60 million.
Yeah. And then guess what? Guess where they took the money from?
Parks.
Wow. All that money that came down for COVID.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. They found a way to reallocate it. They had a bunch of people.
60 million. That's
60.
Crazy.
I might be over exaggerating just a little bit, but it's real high.
That sounds right.
There somewhere.
No, that sounds right because Atlanta's Cop City is $2 billion.
But that's my whole point. I mean, I seen the numbers. I might be off $1 or $2 million, but we in the ballpark.
Well, listen, it's $1 billion, and they said it was for the state of Georgia.
And now it's just.
But as soon as they announced it, all the police chiefs were like, "Well, we need one in our city too."
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I asked in a meeting, I was like, "Why do y'all need your own facility if we all paying in the Cop City?" He was like, "Well, the departments can be territorial and they don't like to share. Well, y'all need to learn how to share."
That's the problem that's dividing us all.
We need to be sharing resources.
And they need shared training. Yep. It needs to be consistent.
Everybody needs to be on the same page.
That part. You're right about that.
They want to put out a hate crime for the Asians, but what about the hate crime for the black people?
That's just the talking.
What about that, though?
All right, now you're going to get your permit taken.
I told them.
Go be here like,
they gonna send me back to Jamaica.
Podcast and we need to have a word with you.
But y'all gonna give us an anti-lynching bill.
From the government the other
Y'all
day.
gonna give us an anti-lynching bill.
Right.
It's like, come on, y'all update this stuff, man.
Update it.
Yeah, like it's just too much.
But yeah, man, for my that's one of the reasons I was running late today. So every year I make a speech and I do a little slideshow. I add a little bit more to it, but they not letting us teach this history, right? So we got to teach it in our events. We got to teach it in our parks.
Man, let me tell you, man. I had one of the teachers tell me.
In our churches.
Everywhere.
I had one of the teachers at the school, because I'm on my daughter PTO, I'm on the SDC. Oh, they hot with me, man. Hey, dog, where we spending this money at? You know what I'm saying?
Put it in the hole, baby.
I mean, they was like, man, like you. It was like everybody looked like they was doing work until you came in. And I was like, cause we got all these folks who got money that think they helping our kids and they really not.
They're hurting us.
Yeah. So why don't y'all cut me a check?
Why they, how you?
Well, because I think they benefit from a certain level of ignorance. You know what I'm saying? And if your kids ain't in the know, that's why they don't teach civics in school no more. You know that.
Yeah.
They don't want us doing this.
Period.
They don't want us talking. That's how I know they're gonna be mad about this one. I'm like, man, they gonna be mad.
But they gotta stay mad, because guess what? We've been mad for a long time. And we gotta stop caring about their feelings and start standing up for ourselves and creating boundaries.
Matter of fact, if they ain't mad, you ain't doing something right.
That part.
But that's why we had to do it. And what's bananas is I was speaking to one of the educators, and before one of the educators, we did a polling in the community about where they wanted to see Juneteenth. And what we found that while polling the community, folks didn't like going to see Green. And it's crazy because we had 2,000 people out there last year.
Why don't folks like going?
Because they don't feel included. They make it uncomfortable. And then it's like, because I highlighted those things, now they're bringing more black people around. But what's the point in coming into the room if you just close the door behind you?
All kinfolk and kinfolk.
Yeah, and so that's the battle we fighting up here. It's like, nah, man, we gonna knock y'all bougie Negroes out the way, because that's not what this is about.
Right. So can dogs go?
Yeah, man.
I gotta bring the first dog.
Man, they was trying to bring some horses over there, man. I said, y'all better stop. I told them, I said, we don't just do horses. You're going to have to bring the whole pet zoo over here for these babies. Give them the full treatment. But But yeah, so we got T.I. pulling up, Shula King hosting.
What?
King of the South coming.
That's great. He stayed down in Stockbridge.
No. He stayed up here. He got a house up here.
Oh, okay.
I got a house up here.
I told y'all we got a lot of folks. Steve Harvey got a house up here too.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Y'all do have a lot of folks.
Here go the damn remote.
You found?
Why is it in this? I'm about to show
It's Father's Day, you gotta take the blame.
Yeah. Hey, I'm used to it. I'm definitely used to it.
Okay, Khalid, you have a preference for your jelly. You can do pineapple, cannabis, sativa, charcoal, green tea.
Cannabis. You can have your cannabis.
Okay. Green tea.
Use the mic!
No, it's CBD. It doesn't have the THC.
You didn't want to say, bro, man, you want some pineapple? I'll take some pineapple.
Completely useless. I'm not kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Kelly, you should have got my wife when you had her.
She did not speak to me. I didn't even know it was your wife. Because on the
She was
books
just
it's
stressed
not.
out. She got a lot going on. She been trying to plan Father's Day stuff around here.
And I didn't even know you were coming because the books have her name on there. She didn't put it under your name. So when I invited you yesterday to come, because he was going to be here, I didn't know you had already talked to him or that you was coming up in here for a service.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out what she was doing.
That's crazy.
And then, my bad.
Oh, so what she was doing was this?
Yeah.
She set him up on a Love My Man package for today.
Love my man.
Love my man.
Love my man. You gotta put that out there.
Yeah. What's? Let me get this on camera. Talk to us about the Love My Man package.
Okay, so Dante's wife happened to set him up on
Love my man.
Love My Man FMO package. And what that does is it tells the person that you're with that you care so much about them that you want them to come in here and get pampered. So you get a luxurious 2-hour service of a manicure,
2 hours?
pedicure. We massage his hands, his feet. He gets in the jelly, which I think he's in now. But it was such a crazy coincidence because I had invited Dante up here to come meet with Mayor Khalid, but somehow Dante's wife already had him on the books for 10 o'clock.
That's a good wife.
That's a good wife.
That's a keeper.
And we got a tag team with the women for men's pampering and men's mental health. I was still.
Oh.
But you know what we gotta do next though.
You know these reels are 90 seconds long.
Oh, okay. Well, let me get my 90 seconds real quick.
Don't forget to say
Gotta be a quick bar.
So we know that men deserve to be pampered, and a lot of times men don't take the time to do it for themselves. So if you have a partner in your life, you should share with them the necessity of coming in here, especially with this being June monthly mental health and wellness for men. It's really serious. You guys come in here, you decompress, you regroup, and now you can go back and conquer everything you need to conquer on the outside. And that's how we created our membership packages. So not only do we have membership packages, but we also have corporate packages. With these corporate packages, this is something Mayor Khalid and I are going to be talking about on how we can bring in the city of South Fulton employees and executives and C-suites to bring them into FMO and get this covered under their HSA or the LSA package.
Okay. Okay,
So we're more than just a grooming.
My council of, is 7 council people in me.
Okay.
I got 6 women.
Wow.
They not going for no FMO. Not unless you can find.
Matter of fact, we don't even want them. Matter of fact, we don't even want the women.
What y'all doing over there?
How we do that? We take it to them and make it their idea.
They got real quiet.
Yeah. You have first responders; those are men, right?
That's what we would love to do for Sandy Springs: is get the cops in here, get the firemen in here, first responders,
EMTs.
You know our black ones are scared, man. They got
Don't say that. Don't put that out there. That's
you
not
gotta have a separate day. You gotta have a separate day for police. I don't want to come on a police day.
They don't know.
I don't want to come on a police day. Right.
We gonna delete that from the business.
You gotta let.
Yeah, we gotta open it up.
That's why y'all need to be out there tomorrow.
I'll be out there tomorrow.
Juneteenth.
Yeah, we're doing in Sandy Springs.
Why we don't get it for a national holiday?
It is a national holiday.
You know the problem is we don't put enough. That's the thing. We don't put enough effort into fighting about. We need this day off just like y'all want the 4th of July to have that day off.
But no, listen,
So we're just saying, yay, we got Juneteenth, and we don't do nothing. We don't vocalize it at least.
Right.
We gotta vocally be aggressive with saying, okay, so we got it nationalized recognized as a national holiday. What next?
Well, for the record, in the city of South Fulton, it is a paid city holiday.
But up here, but up here it's 1 or 2. It's either you take Juneteenth or Veterans Day. They make you choose, which is bananas. But that's what I'm saying. So when you talk about us who hustling, right?
Right.
A majority of our folks hustling, and so man, it ain't a lot of respect when it comes to.
No, listen, you just got to make it a full holiday. Because think about it. This is why history is important. MLK Day wasn't recognized by everybody. I remember when MLK Day first started, I was going to Old National Christian Academy. This is when Old National looked like Roswell Road. It was half white.
Yeah.
And Old National Christian Academy was all white. I remember the first day, the first year, I'm telling my age now. The first year that MLK became a holiday, I was in like 1st or 2nd grade. My mom found out that my white private school was not recognizing MLK Day. And I was like, and I said to her, who is Martin Luther King? She said, you know what? I'm taking you out of school. She took me out of school for the whole day. She sat me down. That's when I really learned about, she grew up in Jim Crow segregation.
Yeah.
So like, she was showing me books. Like I got a whole education. I'll never forget it. She took me out. But it was like, remember at first, all the states didn't recognize it. John McCain had voted against it.
Yeah.
And Arizona didn't recognize it for a couple years. And then Fulton County schools recognized it, but businesses didn't recognize it. Private schools didn't recognize it. So it's just, people, you got to keep fighting. That's all.
Well, and I think part of what we got to do too is like, to your point, we got to decide what these things are going to be. And your point as well. We got to be the deciders of this because we let them dictate to us, man. Because like when I saw that agenda, I was like, ain't no way in hell I'm gonna be a part of this, dog. Like,
what they doing?
Man, it's just, oh man, we going from Africa to America. I'm like, y'all done skipped a whole 100.
How we get here?
Yeah, like it's a whole gap in there that don't nobody want to talk about. Y'all just y'all was in Africa, now you're here. Let's celebrate. That's like,
wow.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, that's not. And then they got this, what does freedom mean to me? Exhibit they doing, what do you mean, what does freedom mean to me? The question has to be, what does freedom mean to black descendants of slavery? Because that's what this is about. And so, if you don't have that discussion, how do you make these folks aware? You go to Germany, man, they got the statues of all the kids that died in the Holocaust everywhere to remind those folks of what evil does. You can't find that here. Matter of fact, you find it the opposite. You see Confederate statues everywhere. Like y'all traumatizing our kids, right? They don't even know they're being traumatized because y'all don't even
and now what's crazy is they're making it so you can't teach history that makes people feel bad.
Yeah.
Right. So the same people that was throwing rocks at Ruby Bridges, now their grandkids can't learn that their grandparents was throwing rocks at Ruby Bridges.
Right. Bananas. I'm gonna tell you the funniest thing I saw online this week. Soul Train lasted longer than the Confederacy.
That's true.
But what's crazy is people don't even realize how connected Memorial Day and Juneteenth are.
Correct.
Because Memorial Day was what? The slaves went in there to get the black Union soldiers that were captured and killed. Yeah, and they went out there and they dug up their bodies that were thrown in the ditch. They gave them proper burials and they remembered them that day, right? Mm-hmm. But if you think about what them men were fighting for, it was Juneteenth.
Facts.
And that's the part ain't nobody. I'm like, man, all this stuff came out of us.
Yeah, man,
y'all in this revisionist history. Yeah, we gonna tell this story. Nah, man, I want the truth.
Y'all got to keep pushing up here.
Yeah,
because we have Juneteenth as a paid holiday, but before that, I had created Election Day as a paid holiday.
Yeah, that's good.
And we do it not just for the November election, every election. So next week, City of South Fulton employees are off Tuesday and Wednesday.
That's good.
Because we got to run off. And there's some people trying to repeal that. I'm like, why are you trying to take these people holidays away?
Yeah. Well, not only that, why are you trying to prevent them from voting? That's voter suppression.
Right.
Like, y'all know y'all got people tired of this capitalistic system that don't benefit everybody.
Right.
Can't afford to take time off, even to go visit a doctor. How you expect them to go stand in line for 8 hours? Right?
That part.
They don't make them lines so long. It's like, man, come on, y'all. We just got to be real about what we up against. And folks don't want to be real about it.
And to me, it's not even you know, then people be like, oh, well, you can go and vote early, but I model the election day holiday after Puerto Rico, because in Puerto Rico it's a holiday, and there's a whole culture around it. Families, they go and vote together. They read the ballot together, they go vote, and then they cook out. It's like a whole thing. I need 8 hours just because I don't even know who half these people are. I don't take no civics class anymore, so half the stuff on the ballot. When I went and voted in the May primary, it was like 8 judges on there. I don't know none of these people. They ain't got no website. You know what I mean? And you think about it, like a lot of people, they get excited to go vote for president, vice president, maybe Congress. Then when you get down to land surveyor, you know, tax commissioner.
Right.
What are these people even? I gotta go research what they do before I even can research who I'm gonna vote for. And that's why the same tired ass people keep getting in the office over and over and over.
They gotta be gone, bro. Like, there's no reason. You know, Sandy Springs got more Fortune 500 companies up here than anywhere else in America. Anywhere,
and we have zero.
And it's like, how y'all got all this money up here and y'all ain't fighting for FMO?
So let me ask you. You said there's zero down in South Fulton. Zero for real or zero?
Zero. Our largest 3 employers are Amazon. They don't even really count because they're really outside of our city.
Right.
Our largest employers are Walmart, a Bank of America call center. So I guess we got a Fortune 500 company if you count a Walmart store and a Bank of America call center. But our 3 are Walmart, Bank of America call center, and World Changers Church.
Okay. Okay. Talk about religion and the money that it gets, though.
I'm gonna let you handle
I'm just saying we have to look at where our.
It's a business.
We got to look. It's a business. How we pull people into these outlets and resources versus you probably rep blackest city in America, right?
Yeah.
Proudly rep that. How can you well, you can probably rep that, but what's the transition to make it beneficial when you say that?
We got to teach our people. Oh, my bad.
No,
go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you should probably rep, hey, the blackest city in America. Hell yes. How do you make that really, really, really something to brag about? Because we're thriving. We're not only the blackest city in America, but this is what we're doing community-wise or world-wise or business-wise, and all of that for people to say, yeah, I want to come down there.
Well, you know what, man? That's why my slogan for my mayor campaign was Black on Purpose.
Yes.
Period. Don't forget the period.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of folks. Did she need to come in here? A lot of folks.
Too many black people.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? That might would have made her walk in like, hey.
What type of party?
What type of party is this?
Well, you know, and I just kind of adding to that, it's like.
Gotta get my foot going in.
I think too, like, so if y'all
cannabis gel.
Go ahead. Now, if you think about it, right? I don't think what we're dealing with is a Like we got to do what they've engineered against us. They do it great. They've had the same message for 400 years, right? Yeah. And so it's like we got to and I think we got to Mayor Khalid's point. We got to be intentional about saying what we stand for, like on purpose. Like we were talking to one of the guys from the NAACP who was doing the training, and he was saying, I don't think y'all realize that this is the stage of the game where historically black people lose. He was like, you think about the Civil War was winning, right? The Union soldiers that fought, we had all them black men that went up to Congress. What's the first thing they attacked? They attacked it. Now he's 100 years to the Civil Rights Movement just to get all that stuff back.
We're so happy to be here at FMO.
He said they're doing the same thing right now.
Mayor Khalid
and he said we're not focused.
Got Dante.
They're gonna run around and set us back.
And then we have.
I mean, it's easy with social media. Yeah, it's easy with social media.
Put the Y in Island.
Yes.
And then we have Mark from the Yale brand. Make sure y'all follow their podcast. Give them your IG page for that.
Hey, IG page is Mark L 15_72.
A lot of households follow us. Family structure. We talk entertainment is our knowledge base. Online, we get more knowledge online than what somebody else is doing in our personal experience. In life, that's what we base our knowledge on. This person over here said this, well, I'm gonna believe it because it's cool and trendy. Yeah. Rather than researching information for your own knowledge of it, factual information. So that's a part of the thing.
What I want to answer your question, man. Like, to me, it's three pieces. When I talk about us being the black and city American, I talk about us being black on purpose.
What's it? Huh? Battery died? Okay, we got another one. We got another one for that.
Wait.
No, go ahead, bro. I got you right here.
But yeah, when I talk about us being black on purpose, I don't want us to just be intentionally black in our demographics. I want us to be black with intention in our policy.
Come on.
And so what that means is, it's a couple things. Number one, the reason I always talk about us being black on purpose is because income inequality is a real thing. Yeah. A child born poor in Atlanta is more likely to die poor in this metro area than anywhere else in America. So when I'm saying we're the blackest city in America, what I'm really saying is that we're all family. And we can't see the kids in Old Nap or the Water Boys as those people. Those are our people. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Those are our nieces and nephews. And then when you start talking about,
can I do some kickback? Huh? Can I do some kickback? Go ahead. Do some kickback. And we already talked about this. I'm for all of that, especially when they're kids and we need to find something for them to do. Mm-hmm. How can you see them as family when they're all the water boys ain't water boys? Some of them water boys is robbing.
You gotta see them as family. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta see the humanity. Like, first of all, you gotta see them as boys.
I want to.
Part of what's wrong with this criminal justice system is we are taught to see boys as grown men. Yep. That's why you got police gunning 18 and 19-year-olds down, because they don't see them as children. They're still, even if they wilding out,
I definitely see them as boys.
They are children. I
see them as unled, unmanaged.
Exactly.
I don't see them as when I see something, I see the lack of. I see what they might need. And they're looking for something. They're looking for guidance. They're looking for mentorship. They're looking for somebody to talk to. They're looking for somebody to hear. Right? But everybody ain't thinking that. Once again, we're talking about boys. We came from that as men now. I'm pretty sure that we all ain't did the right thing all the time. I know how stupid I was.
But the difference between then and now, people want to say, oh, like these kids are horrible. We weren't like that. Right. Yeah, we were. But we had the YMCA. We had the Boys and Girls Club. We had parks and recs facilities. We had after school programs, and a lot of them were free.
Right.
And we have vocational,
all of that
training.
And you want to know where $60 million for Sandy Springs facility or $1 billion for Cop City, where it really came from, it came out of all of those programs.
Yeah.
Starting in the 70s, 80s, 90s, we started defunding all of those programs.
Yeah.
To fund the police.
Yeah.
Right now, public safety in every city in America, except maybe like New York, but in almost every city in America, public safety takes 30 to 50%
Yeah, which is
of a
ridiculous.
city's budget.
Which is ridiculous.
In South Fulton, we spending 35% of our budget on police. Oh yeah.
Before slavery, Portugal was the blackest country in Europe.
Yeah.
Like nobody talks about it.
What's going on, Trey?
I was like, dog. And 60% of the slaves came out of Europe. They didn't come out of Africa.
Hey, Mark. Trey,
That's so.
I didn't know that. Wait, so both your sides were Portugal?
No, not both. Well, that was my father's side. My mother's side, hers, what was it? I gotta remember
that
it was over in like
live for the
Nigeria.
world to see.
Evo? I just did
But
mine.
yeah, we did ours 2 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've been researching mine hard. I'm trying to figure out how to get to Ghana. I'm actually going to I'm actually going to Lagos in July. So I'm gonna go see your cousins.
But man, what's crazy though, we went to Portugal and we went to like the historical black areas over there, the African areas. Man,
Look,
just to
she
see
signed the paperwork that said for better or for worse.
You know what I'm saying? And like they gentrified Portugal now, they was under dictatorship. So now
Yes, you do. Hold on. Whoa. Left turn gentlemen.
Like there's so much history there.
Brothers.
And it's like, how in the world we there?
I don't want to shut down politicians and people that's running the city. But okay, so let me switch around. So right, wife is on the stream, right? I'm going live, right? I say yeah.
Oh, we live?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought we weren't live.
No, we live over there. We live over there both sides. Keep check that. Markel, turn that camera around a little bit to the bed. I want to talk about the fact that wife is on the street, and I say, I got another woman rubbing my feet. She said, kudos to her.
That's what it's supposed to be for.
Okay, but
tell it. This is actually not a live stream. You're making a training video.
You making a training video. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's done.
Make sure you get it close up so she can see how it's done.
No, don't do that. That's
So she says, yeah, she ain't got to do that no more since she got the ring. So I got it from here. So do you feel like so what you're saying is, once you get the ring, you can fall back?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But in her case, she's put in her work so she get to take a break. It ain't about falling back, but you can have some substitutes in there every now and then.
Hold on, tell what you mean she put in the work? What is put in the work? Y'all gotta break this down for me.
Yeah, see, I got it. Now we can marry you podcast.
He got the bill for them days.
We done did the podcast. We done did the podcast. We done got serious. Now we in the barbershop.
I started it. I'm the one that started it.
You did. You said
What if you're a high value male? Let's talk about it.
Wait a minute. What you mean by high value?
You better keep that Kevin Samuels out of here, man. I don't need a heart attack tonight.
We supposed to be together right now. Y'all done turned this into a man versus woman. See,
No.
She did.
I did not. Your wife did.
Okay, so she did. So question though, like.
Wait, what happened with the wife?
No. So I said, baby, got another woman out here rubbing my feet.
Okay.
So she said, kudos to her, right?
Because she not gonna
She ain't gonna do shit.
Period. And we're a team. We work with her, not against her.
Oh, Markel, I get Polly now then. Okay.
We're a team, baby.
FMO the only poly that's
She got a tag team. Somebody else to do her dirty work.
Okay,
So you come pregame here. I'm just saying. You come pregame here with us.
Okay.
And then you go home feeling real relaxed and real good.
Yeah.
You real saucy. And all she got to do is just blow on you and you'll melt.
Wait a minute. We're gonna talk about blowing on you on Markel after dark. We'll talk about that later.
But that's the thing. The ladies of FMO, they throw the alley. get you right, send you home to your wife,
We set the mood for when you go home.
We send you home to your partner, whatever it is.
So,
We don't discriminate.
I know that's right.
I got y'all. Y'all ain't moving the goalposts. I'm focused. Okay, so she said that.
He gonna have this fight.
Yeah, she said that. Yeah, she ain't gotta do that.
She don't gotta do it. That's what we here for. She don't have to.
Okay, so
That's why Dante is here. Dante's wife paid for him today a Love My Man package. So he can come
Not in the camera. Somebody, you need to pay for your man.
What is it
for my man?
Love my man. That part. Good.
But so is there a realm where a man can slack off on his responsibilities?
But so rubbing your feet is her responsibility.
Well, let's say a king is only a king.
Yeah, it is. Doing whatever I need is her responsibility. Just like doing whatever I need is just like whatever she needs is my responsibility. Whatever that is.
I was okay with talking about politics, man. You know, you're going to another zone.
You didn't care about the name.
I gotta go home.
Look,
I still need access, man.
Don't mess up the,
I don't know if you got access anymore.
Don't mess up the,
I want to keep my access. You know what I'm saying?
He in here on the Love My Man package. Don't mess up the package.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't mess up the love. Don't mess up the love.
It's a treat now. What you think gonna happen when I get home? You know what I'm saying?
I got you. What I'm saying is, so
What's gonna happen? I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen when you get home. I know. When you get home, you're gonna say, baby, I appreciate you so much. This FMO Love My Man package that you put me onto makes me feel so amazing. Makes me feel so good, baby. Matter of fact, I gotta go back out to work. Make some more money for y'all.
that was a beautiful advertisement. Going back to my point, is there a realm where you could start to say, okay, I don't need to be 100 for you anymore? Because usually, not in all realms, somebody goes out their way to obtain a person. See what I'm saying? Man or woman. I'm not making it about man or woman. I'm saying the other person will always say, I'm gonna do this and this and this and this and this and this.
What he's saying is people do stuff to get you that they don't keep up.
They don't do it.
That's
now,
what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
saying that is a gender problem.
It's okay if you come here.
That's a gender
That's a gender
I thought we were trying to stay away from the gender
No,
stuff.
that's a gender. That's male and female.
That's why I said man or woman. You know what I'm saying?
And that's how people
Or
end up in
woman.
divorce.
Or a woman. You should.
And that's how people end up in divorce, right? Because what you did to get me and what you're doing to keep me. So you did all of this old stuff, and now you don't want to do what you need to do to keep.
You see, I gotta raise my hand like I'm in class, right?
Go ahead, brother.
You see, I gotta raise my hand like I'm in class. I just gotta make sure we already had this conversation. You know, I don't think it's about loving that person or putting that same energy. I think it's about understanding that people grow, right?
That part.
And so the stuff that you did before may not be what I need now. You know, and it's how do you evolve and change with me?
By staying connected to your partner, to their needs, to having an open conversation. There was a man who told me one time, he said, man, I married my wife because she made the best spaghetti. He said, I loved her spaghetti. He said, 25 years later, she's still making me that damn spaghetti. And guess what? I don't like spaghetti. Well, why haven't you told her?
Yeah, you gotta be able to talk. You gotta talk.
That's why she's still doing the spaghetti.
I want to taste this spaghetti.
You sure now?
I ain't had no spaghetti. That good.
You sure?
You sure?
Because he don't know why he got hooked on the
He don't know why he likes the spaghetti so
Put a
much.
root in there.
Boy.
I gotta roll. I had fun.
25 years ago, I just can't leave. It's
Okay,
something in the
let me get
spaghetti.
Something about the spaghetti.
Trina said,
Your phone?
wife just said, my grandma said, what you do to get them, you gotta do to keep them.
He's sitting on.
That part.
He's right behind me.
Now,
Well,
I say that joke.
well, I'm about to say, but what if it change? What if the needs change?
Like this texture changes, but it feels good.
Yeah, so this is what she said on the stream. My grandma said what you do to get them, you gotta do to keep them. I say that jokingly because my wife ain't never just did all this. Like, of course, this ain't her field of operation, you know what I'm saying? She gives me what I need, you know, at the end of the day. I just made that for conversation piece, like, you know, switching it from.
We know you have one of the best wives out there, and we appreciate her. We appreciate the women who are behind the men. We do appreciate them.
So
because this is FMO doesn't mean we don't respect the person on the other side.
Hey, so this just, I got a question now. This is just men talk, right? Yeah. It's two amazing brothers here
that are married.
And me, and I'm here too.
With two, no, listen, real talk. It's two brothers here with amazing wives. Give us single folks advice on how to find a good helpmate.
I would say what happened with me and Trina, we both was honestly at a rebuild stage in our lives. So there was really no expectations for, because we needed to fix ourselves. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't be shit for if I wasn't shit for myself. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we kind of like, we grew together. We got it out the mud together at the end of the day. Another part of that is accepting people for who they are. You can always demand, I need you to be, but if that's not them, how can you force them to be somebody they're not?
Okay, but I hear that. But I'm saying, so I'm sure you dated your share of women before Trina.
Yeah, and I had a whole bunch of great women.
How did you know, okay, she was this the one?
Because the stepchild asked me that once upon a time. And I said she was my peace. She was my peace. I can honestly say that.
Is she still your piece?
She's still my piece.
Okay. Yeah, we got
no, whoa, she a headache. But she is my piece, meaning that it's no forcing of, like I said earlier, forcing me into being somebody I'm not, or you know, it is some things that she expects me to do, wants me to do, you know, but it's some things understanding that I'm not. And so being my piece is, I need you to be this type of man, and arguing with me about it every day. We have our disagreements, and we might not talk for days at a time because of those disagreements. We go to our respective corners, and it resolves itself, or we have to resolve it. So it's no beating down, trotting down on the other person because I didn't get what I wanted in this moment out of this person. But me understanding who she is, I don't expect that out of her, which is why I'm at FMO. Come on.
And I would say, wait. So Mayor, Mrs. Carter.
Yeah.
The other Mrs. Carter. Yeah. How did you know she was gonna be Mrs. Carter?
Man, I just
When did you know? When did you know?
Man, I think when I think we had a huge argument, man, and I was able to humble out. Cause like what I think what I learned about life early on is you gotta be able to trust who you got in the trenches, right? And so when we had them arguments and we went through some real tough times, and I seen it still there, I'm like, man, you know, we can ride through this, we can ride through anything, right? And I mean that's what I committed to, and that's why I met her. I was in the midst of that struggle, and that's what we continue to build. So, like, yeah, it's been, to me, that's been the beauty of it, because I know, like, regardless of what's thrown our way, I know how she's gonna respond. I know what she's willing to do. You know what I'm saying? And for me, that meant more than anything. You know, because I mean, you know, I was the type of dude, man. I grew up, man, looking at like, man, I want a chick like Khalid. You know, that's the way I looked at it. I want me a Betty. Give me a Betty. Give me a Winnie Mandela. You know what I'm saying? I want all them. I want them chicks that's ready to ride. You know. And that's just how I kind of looked at it all.
That's good. Okay. If my hands were in the water, I'd be taking notes. I'm taking notes.
I want to throw this caveat in there as a married man. Communication is just one thing that we are not taught.
Yeah, I'm not good at that.
None of us is good.
I can admit
and my wife always tell me the way I say it is the problem. I say, hey, I say, go to the store. No, it's the way you said it.
That's right.
I can give the best advice in the world to you, and I'd be like, bro, you need to do this here, and you be like, I needed that, bro. But I can't say that same way.
That's true. You can't.
I cannot say, and that's something that I am still working on.
Presentation is everything.
The presentation is everything, and that's one of my faults. Communication, and then also expectation. Unfair expectation.
There you go. Yeah.
That's a hard blow on both sides of the street. Unfair expectations is one thing that's very takes a real big toll on a relationship?
Me as, okay, so circling back to me in my managerial position, right? I have had to do disciplinary action for somebody who do something stupid. And I promise you, I talk to them so calmly because I know how the outcome could be. And at the end of the day, who he think he is talking to me like that? He ain't my daddy. And I know I didn't yell, I didn't some people don't even want to be told what to do. So the part of is how you said it. You told them to do something. You could tell them to do something with roses in your hand. If they don't want to do it, that's just an excuse.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So everybody doesn't even want to take the part of what I require out of you, regardless of how I said it. Baby, you know what I need? I just need 30 minutes of head right now.
30 minutes of what? Of head? You said OD.
You know what I'm saying? You said OD?
You said OD.
You know what I'm saying? If they don't want to do it, it don't matter how you said it. They don't want to hear it.
That's a long job.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel what you're saying. Some truths, no pun intended, but some truths like are they gonna be hard to swallow. Regardless, no pun intended. But I feel what you're saying though, because it's like I have boys where I could be like, man, that's dumb as hell. Yeah. I would not recommend ever saying that to a woman. Like that's we're never gonna go over.
Because they supposed to be your wife. You think you can say it without packaging. You like we've been together for X amount of life. Like I just want to be able to say it. Nope, you can't do that.
You sound dumb as hell right now. No, that ain't gonna work. No, I know that. And I'm single.
And especially when you got kids, you know what I'm saying? It's how you say it. Like you can't have the same type of talk you had before kids. You know
why?
Now you gotta be like, man, I need a little QT. You know what I'm saying? Some quality time. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find little words, but y'all know what it is that them kids don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I got an argumentative because I'm an argumentative. I'm a debater.
I see
as a Gemini. So it's like, okay, you can't do this, but as your man, husband or boyfriend, if it go down, I'm expected to take a bullet for you.
Well, I don't know about boyfriend. I'm not taking no bullets. I just want. Put this camera on. This is a disclaimer. I'm not taking no bullets. Without a ring. No, I might take one with a ring. Because you talked about unrealistic expectations. Really? And women out here already expecting a lot. Scratch what he said. We're not taking bullets. That's not.
I'm just saying.
We had to have a conversation.
Well, this is from a female perspective. I feel like, especially after being married and now divorced, I feel that, and seeing my parents together for 40 years strong, right? I feel that, one, I never seen them argue. They've always seemed to have gotten along in front of the children. They never brought the personal issues that they were dealing with into the family room, right? So that was part of it. But then also, I've seen them keep going. No matter what struggles they were up against, they kept going. They stayed together. It wasn't like, oh, I'm done. On top of all of that, the next part of this was the fact that you have to know what your deal breakers are. So if your deal breaker is faith, family, finances, abuse, whatever it is, as long as you know what your deal breakers are, and you meet someone.
Finances can't.
Let me tell you
that's why these young people look.
No. I'm gonna tell you
folks. Because 40 years, you gonna lose a job. You're gonna be broke.
Change career.
Now, somebody beat on you. I'll give you that. But finances, they come and go. And if that's a deal breaker.
No, what I'm saying about finances, right, is the fact that we can grow together. Okay. That you're not going to stay complacent where I met you, but that you're willing to continue to grow with me so we can get to where we need to get.
That should be
the typical, you got to make the money, pay the bills. No, that we can grow together and we can continue this well. Right? I can make my own money.
But everything that you said is true, Khalid, but it has to be communicated.
All of that has to be communicated.
And when we trying to get it, we trying to get it. We definitely don't have those conversations.
Coming into your brand. But put that on your film so they'll know where you're going to be at tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Hey y'all, you know we got it popping over here. It's Juneteenth up in Sandy Springs. Well, it's a 1-4 event. We'll be up at Sandy Springs Middle School. We got Shula King hosting comedian. We got Tip showing up. And we got some good old fun. We got some other ones out there. And we got some great music. We're gonna talk about the history. We're gonna talk about what y'all got time.
I'll be ready for you in like 8 minutes.
Please do it. All right. I gotta come back.
Some people really be having the purpose of make it brown, make the square, make the corners brown.
Now it might be a little hot. If it is, just let me know. Okay. Set this foot in. Oh yeah, that's the one I used for the too hot. You got your right here. I was looking for it.
They know they can't take that hot water now.
You know it, right?
They think you about to.
Being that you're the polyamorous guy.
Wait, what?
Polyamorous.
Wait, what?
What? Wait, what?
How you make it work?
Yeah, there you go. Because we're over here talking about like having to deal with one person, and I've always, because hey, you got a title to it. I just been out here and been a hoe in my day. At the end of the day, I was still dealing with like a lot of women, right? Accepting different people, and everybody mad at Marcus at the same time.
I mean, so a lot of what y'all are talking about deals with communication. I'm gonna tell you one thing polyamory does teach you is that communication is the key. Communication is the winner. Over communicating.
And stamina.
And, well, I mean, you know what?
Gotta keep everybody happy.
Stamina is secondary to communication. Stamina is secondary to communication. Communication is always going to be the key part, because what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're clear and concise in your communication with your partner. So that's the important part about it. I mean, if you don't communicate well, you're going to fail miserably.
Well, break it down a little further. How do you communicate
with 3 women? Clearly.
Like, how does that come up in the first date?
Well,
or does it come up in the first
well,
date?
here's the thing. I am who I am, and I'm going to tell you who I am from the beginning. The problem with most relationships is that people bring their representative and not their actual person, right? So what I mean by that is, you go on a date, you go on a first date, you meet somebody, you go on a first date, you know, you dress nice, you smell nice, everything is supposed to give the appearance of perfection. I'm trying to make myself as a potential mate, a potential love, a potential interest. So I'm going to show you all of my best qualities, absolutely push them up front so that I look like something you want to see. Think about it. Even in the animal community, you got peacocks. What they do? They spread their feathers and they do the dance, right? That's the thing, you know. Birds, they try to show their chest and show, you know,
so you like birds, okay.
Pretty chest, all this stuff, right? So that's what we normally do, but then what happens over time is the reality of you comes down. So the dude comes out that likes to come home and throw his socks on the floor. You know what I'm saying? The one that decides he likes to really eat with his fingers and not really use silverware. You know, that person starts right about. And then they need to make a choice. The thing about polyamory is you want to, even though you do present those tropes of being someone who is perfect in that light, what you really want to do is you just want to be honest. You want to be as clear and concise as possible, as transparency, being as transparent as possible.
So give me, I want to know the words to say.
Oh, you're interested in
yeah.
Wait.
Camera rolling. Be careful.
I'm asking for it.
What you say? What you say is, hey,
remember, I'm a representative.
What you say is, hey, baby, I'm met Khalid. I'm polyamorous. You okay with that?
Period. Straight up.
I'm the mayor, and I take care of the community.
Listen, literally. I like to help the community.
Literally, the community.
When in the relationship do you?
Well, I mean, okay. First of all, it ain't necessarily a relationship to start out with. You just meet one person. But what I like to do is I like to let them know ahead of time. Hey, look, I'm interested in you. By the way, let me let you know I am a person who believes in ethical non-monogamy, and then usually question what is that ethical non-monogamy?
Ethical non-monogamy. That sounds very
That's what it is. That's really what it is. Ethical non-monogamy can cover many different things. It can be we're gonna keep it funky. It could be swinging. It could be I date other people, and with your full knowledge of knowing that I date other people, and so on and so forth, and vice versa. The thing about it, most times, the difficulty men have is being able to allow the women that they're interested in, or their partners, the people that they're interested in, to do the same thing.
Hell yeah.
The thing is, you have to be open to the concept first. You have to be okay with how that works.
You have to be able to take care of that situation as a man. As a man in that situation, you have to be able to take care of the people involved.
That is correct.
Don't bring someone in there, first of all, and not let them know up front this is what you're in.
This is who I am, right?
Secondly, while he's taking notes, no, I'm messing.
I was trying to look it up, because I will say this, and y'all were joking about the mayor, but you know I've been going to Africa. The new president of Senegal, he's like under 40.
Okay.
He got 2 wives.
Okay.
He got 2 first ladies. They totally different.
Yeah.
That's common, like in the country, ain't it?
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, so first of all, I don't bash anybody's relationship style. So some people are monogamous, and that's fine. That's a very valid relationship style. Some people are polyamorous, and that's also a valid relationship style. It just really depends on who you are as a person and how you feel about that. The thing about it is, as long as you are clear on who you are, then you will draw those people to you who are similar, right? What I'm not going to do is I'm not trying to put a square peg in a round hole. So you can't come to me and tell me, well, I'm a monogamous woman, and I tell you I'm a polyamorous man, and we don't communicate. You see what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna let that get started. We can be friends. I'm cool with that. You see what I'm saying? And you'll find out as time goes on, and the dirty little secret. The dirty
right now as mayor, they don't pay me enough to even have this dog.
And that's the other part, right?
I need a raise.
I hear you.
I need to get a raise.
Physically, emotionally, spiritually.
So one thing, could it be? And I'm not saying it is this, but I can see how that situation could actually better a community.
It could.
No, you're right, but I'm gonna tell you something.
Hold on. Single women out here, and I'm just talking about from a purely financial. I'm not talking about sex or anything like that. I'm talking about from a financial and resource perspective.
I talked to this polyamorous couple, and they were like, it was 2 single moms, and she was like, now I got somebody to watch my kids.
That
is
part.
3 people paying rent in one house. Like,
if you got,
but I need to look into it.
Whoa.
That's making $80,000 a piece.
Right.
Hold on, whoa.
But see, is it a sacrifice or is it a choice?
Let me have it.
Is it a sacrifice or is it a choice?
Let me have it. Poly or not, aren't our requirements per our gender the same? So as a man, I'm required to provide for the household, right? So now I got to take it.
It's 2020.
No. But they still hold up.
Have you seen these house notes?
I'm just saying.
But $4 grand is a lot to handle.
No, listen to me though.
Listen
to me though.
They're kept women.
Listen to me though.
Not necessarily.
No, they're not.
Some of them make way more than the men. I can tell you right now, one of my loves makes way more money than I do. So it's not about the money.
Okay, cool, but socially, I'm not saying how I truly feel about it. Mark know how I feel about this shit.
Right.
I'm just saying, speaking for people who have a certain view of the expectations. Socially, men are still expected to provide for the household. So, poly or not, as the man, and I'm assuming here, I'm expected to take care of all these motherfuckers.
Thank you.
right? I'm still held to that standard of a man to be the provider, right? And historically, polygamy. I know you say polyamory is different.
It's different.
I know you know, I do my reading up. I know a little bit Marcus. I know a little bit Marcus. You know what I'm saying? The man had to take care of all the women. Financially. All that stuff. So how does that change now when...
Well, let me ask you this. Let's just say keeping that same theory. I got a woman and I got a side chick. I gotta provide for both of them.
Yeah.
Might as well keep them in the same house. I might as well keep them in the same house then. You know what I'm saying? Why am I paying for your house note over here?
Did you see the
and
color?
your house note over here?
How did that work for Mister? How did that work for Mister?
That was a movie. I'm just making an argument. I'm devil's argument. That was a movie, but in real life.
But it was
in real life where these house notes are $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 a month. 3 people under one roof might make more sense.
Yeah, but you know, in 2024, we also live outside of our means.
That's true.
That's the bigger problem is now we have been compressed to provide so much that we actually can't even afford. You know, like we always get compared to our grandfathers. Well, grandpapa ain't have to damn pay 3 car payments. You know what I'm saying? Grandpapa ain't had to pay cable. And cable wasn't today ain't even what it was in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? $50. You know what I'm saying? This shit $300 just for cable. Because you won't see power.
You better get your advice. You know that. I'm out. I'm going to see y'all at Juneteenth, 3025 Merck Road, Wolf Creek Amphitheater.
Yes.
We have Grammy-nominated poet Queen Sheba and Grammy-nominated singer Michael Kilgore. The largest fireworks display in South Fulton. Definitely come out. Text the word news, NEWS, to 55444 for all of our alerts. But we're going to be at Wolf Creek Amphitheater today from 4 to 10 p.m. Come see us. South Fulton forever. Juneteenth.
International guap. Yeah, we rich black. Taylor suit riding with the roof back. Buying buildings, I can show you where the roof's at. We certified and the numbers always prove that. Upper echelon, we live where the stars at. Kings and queens, and we all about the assets. Grown man business, Dre Lane, bring the hood back.